Are you staring at a garage that's just packed to the brim with old junk? Or maybe a basement you literally can't even walk through? Yeah, we've all been there, wondering how on earth to get rid of it all. Welcome to this comprehensive explainer on how to navigate the bulk trash pickup system in Indianapolis. I'm your host, and today we are going to learn exactly how to reclaim your space, step by step. It's super frustrating, right? You do this massive spring cleaning, purge the entire house, or finally decide to ditch that lumpy 10-year-old mattress. But then, suddenly, you are staring at a mountain of bulky waste that simply won't fit into your standard 96-gallon green bin. So what do you do when you've got more junk than the standard city rules seem to allow? Now, you might be tempted to just, drag it all out to the curb and cross your fingers. But hold on. Doing that on the wrong day or in the wrong way is legally considered illegal dumping. And that massive $2,500 fine, yeah, that is definitely not a typo. The city of Indianapolis does not mess around with this. That is an incredibly expensive way to throw away an old couch. So to keep that cash in your wallet, here's our roadmap for this explainer. First, we'll understand the basic rules. Then walk through a step-by-step scheduling guide. After that, we'll cover prepping for pickup, look at some alternative solutions, and wrap up with FAQs and resources. Okay, let's dive right into Section 1, Understanding Indy's Book Trash. All right, here is the absolute most important rule you need to commit to memory. For most of us in Indianapolis, bulk pickup, or what the city officially calls heavy trash, is actually an automatic monthly service. You don't need to whip out your credit card every time. It's already covered by your property taxes and a standard solid waste user fee. But here's the catch. It is strictly capped at just 2 items per household per month. So a mattress and a box spring, boom, that counts as 2 items. Put out a third, and it's staying right there on your lawn. You also got to know exactly what the city will and absolutely will not take. Standard accepted items are things like typical household furniture, couches, desks, and mattresses as long as they're set out flat. Yard waste works too if it's bundled in 3x3-foot sections. But take a good look at the prohibited list. Hazardous stuff like paint or oil, old electronics, and construction debris from that DIY bathroom remodel, totally forbidden. Put any of that out, and you're just going to get a non-service tag slapped on your door. Moving right along to Section 2, our step-by-step scheduling guide. So because this standard heavy trash service is automatic, most residents don't actually have to pick up the phone and schedule a pickup. You just need to figure out your assigned day. It's actually super simple. Step 1, hop onto indy.gov on your phone or computer. Step 2, use their Find Your Trash Pickup Day tool and pop in your address. And Step 3, just locate your specific monthly heavy trash date. It usually falls on a specific week of the month and lines up perfectly with your normal weekly trash day. Now, there is one major exception where you do have to actively schedule things, and that's for appliances containing Freon. Think refrigerators, freezers, or water coolers. The city will totally take them, but you have to give them a heads up first. You do this by jumping onto the Request Indy portal, picking the Freon appliance request form, and submitting it. Just a heads up, though, you'll need to allow up to 10 business days for a specialized truck to come grab it. Actually, let's clarify something real quick for folks living in the surrounding suburbs. If you're in an excluded city or suburb like Fishers or Carmel, you aren't covered by the standard Indianapolis Department of Public Works program. For example, if you live in Fishers, you have to actively schedule your bulk pickups directly with Republic Services, and it usually comes with a $25 fee per pickup. So definitely double-check your specific local rules if you live just outside the consolidated city limits. All right, on to Section 3, Prepping for Pickup Success. This part is absolutely crucial. When you set your bulk items out by 7 a.m., they must be placed completely separate from your normal green trash cart. We're talking a good 3 to 5 feet of clearance. Why? Well, it's pretty straightforward. Those standard trash trucks use automated mechanical arms to grab your bin. If your old armchair is leaning right up against it, the driver literally can't safely pick up your regular trash. Beyond just where you place it, there are some pretty strict physical rules for awkward items. Got old carpet? You can't just dump a massive heavy heap on the curb. It has to be rolled and tied into 4-foot sections, no wider than 2 feet across, and weighing under 45 pounds. Oh, and get this, 10 of those carpet bundles equals 1 bulk item. For extra cardboard, flatten and bundle it up to a max of 4 by 4 feet. Tossing a lawnmower? Drain all the gas and oil first. Getting rid of an old gas grill? That propane tank has to be completely removed. Let's pivot to Section 4, Challenges and Alternative Solutions. So what does this all mean if you've got more than 2 items or stuff the city just won't touch? You need alternative solutions. If you're clearing out an estate or doing a massive garage purge and have more than 2 items, your best bets are self-hauling to the Citizens Transfer Station or hiring a private junk removal company. And for those prohibited items like hazardous paint, chemicals, or old electronics, the city directs you to their specialized Talk-Strop program. Let's look at those city-run options a bit closer. The Citizens Transfer Station on South Belmont Avenue is an awesome, cost-effective choice if you have a truck or a trailer. It's literally only about $2 for a carload. Just keep in mind, it's only open on Saturdays. As for Talk-Strop events, they are completely free for Marion County residents. They also run on select Saturdays, but you will absolutely need to bring a valid ID or utility bill to prove your residency before dropping anything off. But hey, what if you don't have a truck, or you just want someone else to do all the heavy lifting? Private junk removal is a great option, though the cost can vary wildly. Based on local data, an average junk removal job in Indy runs around $219. Fire Dogs has a well-known $99 minimum, though that's usually for items that are already sitting at the curb. On the flip side, companies like LoadUp offer upfront online pricing starting around $79 for a single item, and they'll actually come inside your house to get it. It really pays to figure out exactly what kind of service you need before booking. Finally, Section 5, FAQs, resources, and disclaimer. Let's knock out a couple of those lingering questions you probably still have. First, are there any hidden costs for the city program? Nope. As long as you stick to that 2-item limit, you're good. It's covered by your property taxes and a standard $32 solid waste user fee. Second question, what if the truck just misses my house? Well, collection crews often work late, so you gotta wait until 6 p.m. on your scheduled day. If your items were prepped perfectly and they're still sitting there after 6, you have 2 business days to report the mispickup to the city. And speaking of reporting issues, here is the absolute most important contact number you need as an Indianapolis resident. The Mayor's Action Center at 317-327-4622. Seriously, save that in your phone. Whether you need to report a missed pickup, request a free on-appliance collection, or if you're just scratching your head trying to find your heavy trash day online, the Mayor's Action Center and the Request ND portal are your direct lifelines for getting municipal problems solved. One final, absolutely vital note before you start hauling that old couch to the curb. Municipal rules are basically a giant puzzle that's always changing. Waste management contracts get updated, seasonal schedules shift around, and recycling protocols evolve. So please, remember that city regulations, schedules, and procedures can change over time. Always check official Indianapolis city websites like indy.gov or contact local services directly for the very latest updates. So, we've covered the strict 2-item limit, the specific preparation tactics, and all the alternative drop-off spots you can use. The only question left is, are you ready to reclaim your space and schedule your pickup today? Don't let that junk sit around collecting dust for another month. Look up your day, prep your items the right way, and get your space back. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and hey, happy cleaning!